Howdy, it's Jim Morado, and this is June 2023. I stopped by the Saint Alphonsus Cemetery in St. Joseph, Kentucky, which is a beautiful cemetery. I've actually spent quite a bit of time here in the past. Do have some people I cared about very much that are here, and I was here with my best friend from high school, Brent, and he has a good chunk of his family buried here too. Notable Civil War marker, and that yeah, more on that later. But that is a fascinating marker relating to the man they called Butcher Burbridge, Stephen Burbridge, Union general, who he would have people hanged, and those Confederates lost their lives in Henderson. And there's the church. It's a very pretty church. I've always loved this church. We were here at night, by the way, just because I was here on a weekend. I didn't have a whole lot of time, and time got away from me, and we just happened to be there late at night. And just for the record, it is so pretty at night. Something very calm and sweet about it, and it was nice seeing the markers and thinking about our friends this particular evening. I honestly I wasn't familiar with these little solar decorations that people are putting on tombstones now. They looked lively, and there was just something very sweet about them, and it was nice seeing those. And I'll probably buy some in the near future to put on the graves of some people that I care about. But yeah, so we stopped by here and we just kind of walked around, and did what you do in a cemetery. My friend Brent has spent almost his entire life very close to here, and he pointed out a few stones to me that were friends of his sisters and other family members, and it was just nice stopping by and seeing them. It's a friend of my dad's that my dad used to go hunting with, and I remember this man very well. He was just a great fella that I remember being around the house and being one of my dad's buddies, and he was always nice to me too. And again, this is just a nice area that I've spent a good chunk of time in myself, and would spend some time at Preservation Station, kind of a newer antique mall kind of place, just down the road, and it's in an old school. I would go there with my aunt. She was a student at that school at one point. Yeah, and you saw the little decorations on the tombstones. And we're going to take a little drive just around, get one last look at the whole place. There was a dog barking in the distance, and I was glad to think that there are some locals probably keeping an eye on this place and making sure people don't do what they're not supposed to in cemeteries. But yeah, I could hear a little dog barking in the distance. I've known several families out in this area too. But this is a beautiful area with beautiful people, and again, I really thought it was sweet seeing those little ornaments on the tombstones light up, and it just seemed pleasant. I don't know what else to say about it, but it was just pleasant. And again, I normally don't like to visit cemeteries at night. I think it's kind of bad etiquette. Usually people are up to no good when they're in cemeteries at night, but I wanted to stop here Time got away from me, and this was my only opportunity to stop here. But I enjoyed being here and seeing all those lights. Brought a little smile to our faces. Do you live in St. Joe? Do you know much about St. Joseph? I always call it St. Joe. Just a nice little community. I grew up not too far away, pretty much in the Utica area, and this was just one of those places we would find ourselves in now and then. And again, nice little church, lots of history, a nice little cemetery beside it that I still feel a bit connected to personally. Kind of nice seeing the lights coming out of the church there like that. Anyway, we were on our way after that. We just wanted to stop by and tip our hats to some people. But yeah, if you're in St. Joseph, let me know what you think. Oh, we saw some deer that night too, by the way.